So hi everyone, this is Shatika and I am with Mr. Michael Green on today. So we're excited to kind of do a quick interview. I'll be asking him a few questions to kind of let you to know who he is so that you know who you're going to encounter when you come to the Generational Wealth Symposium to be held at Morgan State's Earl Graves School of Business on November the 23rd. So I'm going to get started right at this point. So just to tell you a little bit about what I know about Michael. Michael has certainly done a lot for our community here in Baltimore, and he really came from humble beginnings. And so he really started as an at-risk youth. He's been in and out of trouble and, has some challenges as some of the youth, have these days. And so just to hear his story and how inspiring, he is around turning around his life and really becoming, the flip factor, as he is nicknamed, one of the real estate investors in Baltimore that's doing more flips than a lot of other, investors. So he's actually been averaging over 100 flips per year. So since over the last 10 years, he's been able to flip 1,156 homes. Unheard of, and it's very challenging to do. And so I'm just excited to really bring him in front of the audience on November the 23rd so he can kind of tell people how he's doing that and give them some tips and things like that to help them. So many people want to do what he's doing. They don't know how to get started. They don't know the challenges. And so I like the fact that Michael is really transparent about, who he was, how he's been able to accomplish this. And he don't mind sharing. He's really a man full of wealth. He actually has a wealth of knowledge. He actually has a podcast so that you can listen to as well. So, Michael, tell us about who you are and tell us about your podcast and all these different things that you have going on and how that you're going to be able to inspire the Baltimore community.
Well, I'm just a normal person like most people. And I'll tell you, I mean, I've been very successful at house flipping and just very lucky to have that. I've put some hard work in over the years because honestly, I did start as an at risk youth. I mean, I got in trouble as a kid. I grew up in a bad neighborhood and I really was pretty passionate about not going back to that, right? Really making that shift and trying to change the kind of the makeup of my family, right? We grew up poor. My grandparents were poor. My great grandparents were poor. And honestly, I really want more for myself and more for maybe my children in the future, whoever I impact. So breaking that cycle is never easy, right? Of like being poor and getting to being wealthy. And I've had to make some big shifts. Even today, I'm 43 and I've been, kind of I've made my life change 20 some years ago. So I was that big kid. It's been over 20 years and I've been on a journey to be a better person. Getting into house living about 10 years ago was always my dream. And for a guy who grew up poor, had nothing, and really never had anything when I got into flipping, when I was able to flip my first house and make some real money, it was like the first time I ever had like cash in the bank. I remember my first year after getting into flipping and I had like 80 grand in the bank. And like, I just like sat back and it was just crazy to have like 80,000 bucks. I mean, it's so much money. And these days, I do a lot of houses and things are pretty cool, but to put that in perspective, like most Americans, like we're in debt, we don't have money, we don't respect cash. And, we just, we're lucky to have 5 grand in the bank and we're doing really well if that's the case. And so house flipping has just opened the doors and allowed me to do a lot of cool stuff. Now, the reason had success has never been luck. It's not that I got in at the right time. It's I've just decided that I don't allow myself to fail at anything. And what I mean by that is if I fail, I just keep doing it until I don't fail. Doesn't mean I don't ever fail. I actually have to keep failing forward. But I'm pretty stubborn, and I did get that from growing up poor. Is I've just always been a stubborn person, and I've now applied that stubbornness to house flipping. And now after 10 years in a lot of houses, I know exactly what it takes to get results. The simplest, fastest path to get to like doing this without going through all the school of hard knocks things that most people are doing. And the stuff I teach is straight out of my business. Like I'm actively flipping a lot of houses right now. So I'm just like doing really simple systems. I'm going to be teaching people to Symposium, like exactly what to do. And here's the best part. It's completely the opposite of what most gurus are teaching you for 30,000 bucks. And all that stuff doesn't work anymore. And I know, to ask me how I know, I actually spent the 30,000 bucks and I had to figure it out that, okay, well, this stuff's not, it's like, just a dream they're selling, like this easy overnight success stuff. I'm going to be showing you like the nuts and the bolts of house flipping, what to do, what not to do. And it's going to be a lot of fun, some really powerful information.
Wow, I'm so excited, to fail forward, like you said. So many people, they want to do that. They want to be able to move forward, and they just have these obstacles. They look at the obstacle and they make it so much larger than what they can do and what their capacity is. And so for you to have the mindset that you have, that's certainly what we want to have at the symposium. And we really want to shift the mindset of the Baltimore and surrounding communities. And so we really appreciate you for taking the time, because you don't have to do this. I mean, you really are giving back. And then, this is a pre-holiday give back event, and so we appreciate you for partnering with us to be able to do this symposium on November the 23rd. So Michael, thank you so much. I mean, for you to say failing forward, so many people they want to move forward, and they look at the obstacles and they make it so much bigger than what it is, and they just feel defeated, and there really is victory when you continue, to your point, be stubborn in the right way. So we really appreciate you for taking the time to partner with us on this symposium, to be able to give back to the Baltimore community, because you don't have to do this. Like, you're giving of your time, and so we really appreciate that. And so we really want to hear more from you on that great day on November the 23rd. So tell us why people should come out. I mean, you've already said you're going to be transparent, you're going to give them all of the tools that they need and things of that nature, and really tell them the good and the bad, because people always make it like a shiny object, like it's so great, to flip houses, but there are a lot of challenges to flipping houses, and you've been doing this for over 10 years now, and so you know the ins and outs. So I really appreciate you coming to share that knowledge. But any reason why you would think that somebody would not want to come, or why should they come to hear you speak, of all people? Like, you're not selling anything. That's not the reason why you want them to come. Of course, we're not selling anything. We're just really trying to educate the community. So why should people come to this?
I mean, here's the bottom line. Look, not everyone should come, but the people who decide they want to come, it's because they're ready to make a change. They're ready to like break through. I mean, if you're even watching this video, you know in your heart that you're not reaching your biggest potential, and you're not being, you've not become the person you were meant to be. And I've known that for many years. Growing up in the projects, I knew that. Eating government cheese. Like I still actually like government cheese, funny enough, but that's not who I was meant to be, right? I knew that I was meant to have more and be more and give back and just make a bigger impact on the world. It starts by being around the right people. You're going to meet some amazing people here, the other people that come to this symposium, and you're just, the people you're around are going to determine on how successful you are. So coming out, like, you got to get off the couch, you got to take action. I think it's really simple to take action on something this affordable. It's a lot of information. It's super easy, like, and a lot of great people showing up. I've seen some of the other speakers, and I'm actually really excited to learn from them too.
Awesome. Yeah, you said it right. It's affordable. It is free. Okay. And
Yeah.
it comes with brunch. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. We're giving, but most people would pay hundreds of dollars for it in this symposium. But we want to do something different, because not everybody can afford that, right? Not everybody can really afford to get there, let alone to pay to be there. But we really wanted to shift some mindsets in the Baltimore community. We do want to make a change in the community. And so I thank you for giving back and making an impact, like you already are, because you've already been given a lot of good information out there. You have a podcast and everything. Maybe you can talk about that, when they come as well, and let everybody know there's still some free information even beyond the symposium and everything. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. And everybody, if you are just on that fence of thinking about coming and you're not sure, honestly, you want to come because of all the speakers, like he mentioned, besides himself, that's going to be empowering you with a great amount of information. So you want to register. Even though it's free, you have to register, because we only have a limited amount of seats. So don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. We're letting you know about it now. Go ahead and register today while we still have seats available. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Green, and we look forward to seeing you on November the 23rd at 10:15 for the brunch, and then we're going to kick it off at 11 o'clock for the General Assembly. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you at the Morgan State University Earl
You're,
Graves School of Business. Have a
you're
great day.
welcome. I want to add one more thing before we go. Make sure you show up. Like, you got to come. All right. It's like, make sure you show up, make time, make it a commitment, make it a priority, like, change your life, do something big. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Shadika. Awesome
Thank
stuff.
you. Thank you. And on that note, we're going to let you go.